What is good? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Ferris, and welcome to another edition of Good Friends, Better Rivals. And we have a great week today because we're both happy. We are both happy because both of our teams won. But before we exude this
I
happiness,
could be happier.
a win's a win. It's all right. So, that's my co-host Caleb. Caleb, how are you, my man?
Yeah. I said could be happier.
He could be happier. He could
But
be happy. He's not
we'll
happy
get
with the
we'll get into
win.
it.
He's not happy with win. But before we get into it, Caleb, we do have some couple of announcements, couple of big announcements for the channel. First announcement.
That I'm happy about. Happy about that.
That you this Thursday, releasing at 3:00. We interviewed none other than 6-time New York Times best-selling author. Well, not we. I did. I interviewed 6 times New York Times best-selling author Jeff Pearlman, and the reason we say that is because this Thursday, that interview is releasing at 3:00 on our new channel. That's the second announcement, dovetailing to the second announcement. The second announcement, in the next coming weeks, we are transitioning all of the sports content off of the Let's Get Ready network onto its own channel. I believe Adelia will be pinning it. We'll be pinning it in the comments section for people to rewatching on the rewatch, as well. We'll be putting it in the live chat. We're having a new channel. In the next coming weeks, everything will be re-uploaded on there. Let me get my notes. I got some notes. I got my notes. So starting 11, playoff beards and the rally will no longer be video Patreon exclusives. The back catalog of starting 11 and playoff beards will be seen on our new channel. And then the rallies, their video components will also be on in the next week. Mid-November, everything will be re-uploaded on there. The new channel, as of its standing, it's a working title. What's a working title? It is Let's Get Ready, the highlights. Because the OG channel is called Let's Get Ready Network. So the new channel is going to be called Let's Get Ready, the highlights. Working title. All episodes of Good Friends, Better Rivals, Betting the NFL, Fantasy Football Roundup, starting 11, playoff beards, and the rally will be updated with current intros and credits. We're fixing everything up, and then it'll be uploaded to the new channel. Everything will be revamped. The reason is going to be in mid-November for everything, because at this moment, our editor Danny, wonderful man, is indisposed right now. So we got to wait for him to come back because he's fixing everything for us. So by mid-November, everything will be up on that new channel. But this Thursday, on our new channel, we're debuting it. Jeff Pearlman, 3 p.m. Thursday. Be there. That's when it will be, and we're going to be promoting the heck out of it. Promoting it tonight, Thursday, 3:00. Jeff Pearlman. Caleb, what are you doing on Thursday, 3:00, Caleb?
Gotta check my schedule.
My God. Caleb, no, you say, forget my schedule. I'm watching Jeff Pearlman interview at 3:00 on the new Let's Get Ready. Let's get ready. The highlights.
Yeah. That's what I'll do that. I'll clear my schedule. I'm watching that Jeff Pearlman interview because I'm excited because that dude. I have his book.
3 p.m. Pacific. So 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. Yes. I've read his book. Boys Will Be Boys. I love that book. So I'm really excited for this interview.
Yes, we talk about his new book, The Last Folk Hero. We also talk about his career as a writer and his career at Sports Illustrated, his transitioning from articles to books. We talk about a lot of things, We talk about his book being a TV show. He wrote a book about the 80s Lakers called Showtime. It became a TV show called Winning Time on HBO Max. So there's that. So guys, again, this Thursday, it is our debut in the opening of our new channel because we are re-uploading all our sports stuff onto a new channel. Thursday, 3:00, the Jeff Pearlman interview, Pacific time, 3:00 Pacific, 6:00 Eastern. Jeff Pearlman interview, because we are moving all our sports content into a new channel. Let's Get Ready, the highlights. Working title, by the way, working title. We find a better one, we'll change it and we'll update you. But right now it is Let's Get Ready, the highlights. Adelia has put the YouTube link in the chat right now for all the other people in the chat watching us live. There it is. Please go subscribe. Go subscribe right now. We're at, five, I think 5 to 10 subscribers. So go subscribe there. We're also going to be pinning it to the comments for the people on the replay, so y'all can subscribe there as well. Yeah, because this channel, we want to boost the algorithm a little, right? So we're gonna separate the sports and the entertainment, give the sports its own lane, its own channel, and I hope you come with us so we can take off into a take off larger, because it's gonna help our old channel, which is a lot of entertainment based stuff, you know, and it helps our sports stuff, which is now sports related by itself. So there's that. So we want to make sure both channels flourish, because you know how the algorithm works. It doesn't know what we are, because we're a lot of things, and I like it like that. But we want to give everyone their own lane. We have the entertainment side, then we have the sports side. So that's what we're doing. So guys, this Thursday, it is the debut of our new sports channel. Let's get ready. The highlights. Jeff Pearlman interview is releasing 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. In the next coming weeks, by mid-November, everything will be uploaded onto that channel. All the episodes of Good Friends Better Rivals, all the episodes of Betting the NFL with Caleb and Dewey Weezy, Fantasy Football Roundup with Josh and me, Starting 11 with Adelia and Snark, Playoff Beards with Adelia and Dagan, as well as the Rally with me, Adelia, Dagan, and Corey. Will be all uploaded there on. Will be all up there on that new channel. Like we used to do. Starting 11, Playoff Beards, and the Rally. The video version was a Patreon exclusive. Unfortunately, it will no longer be a Patreon exclusive. The back catalog of those shows will be put onto that new channel as well. The Rally doesn't really have a back catalog because it was the very first audio show, and we don't have any recordings, but we have recordings of the other ones, and you'll get to see the back catalog of those recordings. And it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to hear. It's pretty fun. So thank you guys for coming on this journey with us. Really appreciate the support. So again, the link is in the chat. So go subscribe over there. Share with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your grandparents. Hit subscribe on that new channel, because we want to build that up. So the OG channel can also build up, because it's now finally on entertainment channel. So thank you so much, everyone. But now let's get into the football. So Caleb, we're coming from behind Monday Night Football. Did you watch the Monday Night Football?
I did.
I did not. Break it down for me.
Well, I don't know why the Patriots start Mac Jones. I didn't really understand why they went that direction. It didn't make much sense to me. He started off badly. He was 3 for 6 to a pick, and then he was out of there. They put Bailey Zappi back in. He looked good for a little bit. Kept it close with the Bears. Bears were just shredding their defense with the run game. They really could. He was just getting away from their sacks and doing his thing and just running for first downs, because that's all he really could do. And then the second half, it was just more of the same. But Bailey Zappi can get his magic, because that's the thing. Like with these backup quarterbacks, like obviously in these other games, they weren't asking him to do too much, but now they had to ask him to recover and actually go downfield, get points, and he wasn't able to do that. And because that's not him. That's not, you can't ask.
Didn't he though? I saw him. Didn't he lead 2 drives?
To go and win the game.
Didn't he lead two scoring drives?
He did, but that's when it was close. Now he's trying to come back. He's trying to win the game, trying to do too much, and then he's throwing picks. Do 2 picks in the second half, because once you ask him to do too much, that's when you have trouble. You can't do that. You got to stick to your game plan. You got to run the ball with Rondé Stevenson. You just got to stick with it. Once you switch up, you try to ask him to do much. He's making mistakes all over the place, and he wasn't the same guy we saw for the other few games. Like I said, I think they should have just went with him from the beginning and just gave him all the practice reps. I don't know who was getting the practice reps. Just give him all this Bailey Zappi. It seems like he can run the system better than Mac Jones can. And if they had started with him, maybe they would have been a different result. Maybe not, because their defense, for some reason, the Patriots shut out. We're looking good for a few games, but all of a sudden they just getting shredded by this run game. So I didn't know why they couldn't figure that out. But other than that, yeah, it was completely surprising to me. I thought it'd be the complete opposite. I thought the Patriots would blow out the Bears, but obviously that didn't happen. The Bears ended up blowing out the Patriots. So crazy stuff. Yeah, just not what I
There
expected.
goes my pick 'em. I picked the Patriots. But enough of the Patriots. Enough of that. Screw them, screw the Bears. This isn't a Bears Patriots podcast. It is Good Friends, Better Rivals. It is the rivals from the north versus the rivals from the south. The NFC East, the division with so much history,
Yeah,
it will
the best
slap you in your
division
face.
in football.
Exactly, the best division in football. 6-0, 6-1, 6-2. Remember that.
7-2.
And
Or 5-2.
wait, 5-2. Sorry, my bad. I was giving you an extra game. I
And
apologize.
a 3-4.
And,
I mean, 3-4 is like a good record
hey,
in the
Caleb,
NFC.
by the way, Caleb, every NFC East team won this weekend.
Yeah, they did.
We won. Washington won. You won. Philly was on a bye, so that's good for them. Everybody won. Hey, man, NFC least is NFC beast, if you know what I mean, baby. NFC beast.
Yep. Everybody
You know what?
said
You know what?
we're the worst division.
Yeah. Hey, yo,
Well, they
Kirk
said
Cousins.
this for the season.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins. I do like that. Kirk Cousins. I do like that. By the way, shout out to the Vikings who are like 6-1, I think. 5-1. They 6-1? Or 5-2? No, they. I don't care. Who cares about the Vikings? Who cares? But let's talk about the other team.
We'll say one thing right now. How about them Cowboys?
So how about them Cowboys? Caleb, Dak came back. You're against the Detroit Lions. You won 24-6, I believe. Your defense showed out and showed up. Take me through that.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
you said earlier you could have been happier. But take me through the positive.
Well, it was a frustrating game to watch, especially in the first half. I mean, we're down 6-3. We're not doing much in offense. But everybody wants to put it on Dak. Everybody's like, "Oh, Dak, it was all Dak's fault. He didn't come back, and he was supposed to, go 50 for 60 and 500 yards on this worst defense." Yeah, I get it. I get it. They have the worst defense, but Dak's still come back from injury. And I don't put it all on him. I put a lot of it on Kellen Moore's dumbass play calling. He multiple third downs, stupid run calls where they go into the outside. You need 1 yard. It's 3rd and 1, and he does outside runs, and we get stopped all the times we do that. It was stupid.
By the way, if anyone has a question,
run it up there with Zeke.
If anyone has a question, our Streamlabs are open. Streamlabs.com/LGR Network. You say it, it will pop up on the screen. Your comment, no donation limit from 1 to 1 million. It will pop up, and we appreciate the support. Again, like and subscribe. Continue, Caleb.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's 3rd and 1. All you have to do, run up there with Zeke. I mean, that's why you got him. I don't understand these outside runs, trying to be so goddamn cute all of a sudden. Just stick to what we've been doing. Like, just do easy stuff. Like, I don't understand what Kellen Moore has to be all creative all of a sudden. Just do what we need to do and just win the goddamn game. It's just dumb. Like, I'm so frustrated with this dumbass play calling that he be doing all the damn time. But yeah, I mean, Dak, of course. I mean, he's gonna have to knock some rust off. He didn't. He threw some questionable balls. I mean, a couple of them could have got picked. He even admitted it after the game that he tried to do too much there. He he thought he could fit those balls in when he couldn't. So he takes responsibility for that, and he's trying to get back in rhythm. He's trying to get used to this offense. He's trying to get used to an offense that you have to realize that he doesn't have to do all that. He doesn't have to do too much and make those type of downfield throws. He just has to let his defense go to work, let the run game do his thing, and when you need to, then you can go down the field and take these chances. But honestly, we didn't really need to do that. We didn't really need to do that in this game because our defense was carrying us through. The run game, like I said, the run game did pretty damn well. I mean, we had the perfect combination with Zeke and Pollard. Like they split carries. Zeke got 15 times. Phony Pollard got it 11 times, I think. Zeke got 57 yards. Pollard got 83 yards. Zeke got the 2 touchdowns. And guess what? Guess what happened when we got the touchdowns? He ran it short. It was short goal line situations. He ran it up the middle. Guess what? Because it works. I don't understand how it's so different. Goal line versus a third down situation when we need it. Like, why can't you just call the goddamn same play? Like, it works. Just jam it up in the middle. Zeke will get the yard because Zeke's really good at just getting a positive yardage. God, that's what's frustrating. That's why I said it could be happy, because it's just frustrating watching that dumbass shit right there. The offensive line, they did really well in run blocking, which is what they're good at. That's what they do best. And the passing blocking, Terrence Steele was getting beat a little bit by Aiden Hutchinson.
No, we got a donation. We got a donation.
Oh,
sorry,
shit.
Caleb, didn't mean to interrupt you. Who do you think? By Dagan, $5, by the way. Who do you got? Oh, sorry, Dagan. Dagan, $5. Who do you got next week in the matchup between the Cowboys and the Bears? The Bears. Also excited for the launch of the new channel. Peace. Dagan's a Jets fan, by the way. I don't know why he's choosing the Bears. It makes no sense. I think it was probably because of the joke from the SNL, but the Cowboys are winning next week, by the way. So continue, Caleb. I don't have to ask you who you're choosing, because I know who you're choosing. It's the Bears. I mean, it's the Cowboys. Sorry.
Well, and we'll get to it too. I mean, we're gonna talk about that game.
Yes, we will.
The run game look, but we look kind of shaky on that pass blocking. Aiden Hutchinson was getting right through. Terrence Steele couldn't protect him that much, so that's why I'm saying, like, I don't really put it all on Dak, saying like, oh, he was supposed to do everything and look perfect and everything. And a lot of I put on the receivers. The receivers were dropping balls on his first pass. Noah Brown drops a pass. Noah Brown fumbled the ball at the goal line when he was right there about to score. I understand, like, he got flipped, like he got hit hard and he went flipping way into the air. So I understand why he fumbled, but you got to still hang on to the ball. But yeah, I mean, is that Dak's fault? No, that's not Dak's fault. Like, you fumbled, bro. Everybody still want to put on Dak and act like he had a bad game. Dude he only like missed 6 passes, and people act like he had a shit game. Like, I don't understand that. For the most part, he played pretty well. He did the thing. He won the game. He scored a touchdown, and people want to act like he was awful. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know what people expected. I understand it was against a bad defense, but I mean, what are you expecting? I mean, we're playing our game. We're playing what fits our offense. What fits our team, playing defense and running the ball. I mean, that's been our way of winning. Why would we switch it up all of a sudden? As far as defense, the defense, like I said, defense pretty much carried us through this game. They once again look pretty damn great. Van Der Esch looking like, I mean, we needed Van Der Esch to look like his old self again in this game because of their run game on Jamal Williams. We needed to, and obviously teams have exploited us in the run game. So we needed him to be good this game, and he was a top tackler. So I love seeing Van Der Esch come back. Other than a couple runs, I mean, we did pretty well against the run game. But the guy who really shined was rookie Sam Williams. Sam Williams had a hell of a game. He got 2 sacks. He forced a fumble on Jared Goff. I mean, even with this limited time out there, he was looking great, man. And he's just another pass rusher we got. Our defensive line, our front 7 just looks amazing, man. We get after the quarterback, and that's the thing. Everybody was talking about how the Eagles have a great offensive line. Yet we sacked Jalen Hurts 4 times. Everybody was saying, "Oh, the Lions have a great offensive line. Their offensive line is healthy. Jared Goff doesn't get sacked very much." Guess what? We sacked them 5 times. Like, they ain't no offense. We just played 2 great offensive lines, and we got 9 sacks in the last 2 games. Like, there ain't no offensive line we can't get through. We may have. Well, I'm not saying we're perfect, but I mean, like I said, we have our flaws in the run game. But what we can do is sack that quarterback, and that's what we do.
Yeah,
we're really good at it. Yes,
Sorry.
I said do
Sorry.
that.
I'm a child. I
But we're
apologize.
really goddamn good at getting after that quarterback. Michael Parsons, great again. Made amazing play, and it wasn't even a sack. It wasn't even a sack. 2 great plays he made on screen passes. He turned on a goddamn dime just quickly. Once on a third down, preventing him from the guy from getting the first down. He goes down. He turns around and just goes straight and tackles him before he gets the first. And then on the game, basically, I would say it was the game saving play because they did a tight end screen to Hawkinson.
Game saving play. You won 24-6. What are you talking about?
But we were only up 10-6 at this point. It was a game saving play because we were only up 10-6. And if they had gotten the touchdown, they would have taken the lead. And then the game would have been totally 13-10. It would have been 13-10 at that point.
Well, that you're assuming they hit the extra point.
Well, yeah, obviously, I think he can take an extra point.
Yeah,
but they would have been up. They would have taken the lead, and then the game would have been different from there. That's why I say it's a game saving a play because he, like I said, he just turns on a dime, just runs down. They say he ran about 21 miles per hour to take down Hawkinson right at the goal line. They didn't challenge the play. He was out of bounds. And then right at the goal line, the very next play, DeMarcus Lawrence hits the running back, forces the fumble, and we get the ball back. And then on the ensuing drive, we just take down time, and we scored a touchdown. And basically, the game's over after that. But like I said, Michael Parsons also made another closing game sack, forced fumble on Jared Goff. And then we had right after halftime, what another play that really changed the game was Trayvon Diggs intercepting a ball coming out at halftime. Like they were leading. They could have extended their lead at that point. Trayvon Diggs picks off Jared Goff. And then on a sadder note, Jordan Lewis got another pick off of Goff, but he got hurt in the play, and it looks like he's going to be out for the season with the Liz Frank injury to his foot. So that sucks because Jordan Lewis, he's playing pretty decent out there. Like I said,
both of our teams suffered some injuries. Both of our teams got some injuries. I'll talk about my injuries.
Yeah, so that sucks. But we do have some depth there. We got Deron Bland, who is his backup in the slot as the slot corner. So I'm excited to see what Deron Bland can do. Obviously, he has made some plays this season in a limited amount of time, and he definitely was showing up in preseason. So I'm excited. We're gonna have to go through some rookie mistakes and all that. So I understand that, but I think this guy's a really good playmaker, and I think Deron Bland is gonna show up going forward. And then he had a 52-yard punt return. I mean, but what we got to do is just we got to capitalize on. We end up we're on their side of the field, and we don't score. We don't score anything. We don't score any points on that. That's the frustrating part I'm talking about. The fact that we can't convert third downs, just terrible on third down. It just that's the most frustrating part about this team. We're just terrible on third down.
3 for 9.
Like I said, I blame Kellen Moore for a lot of that, and I blame the penalties that we're just not addressing, just getting us behind, and we can't overcome those a lot of the time, and that's what gets us in bad situations on third down.
Caleb,
what's up?
What's the penalty breakdown? Like which type of penalty? Because a certain penalty is more detrimental than another penalty, right? There's the is it holding?
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of holding penalties?
It's false starts. A lot of it's false starts.
Those are 5 yards.
Like 2 or 3 false starts, and then holding penalties and just dumb plays like that.
So it's mostly offensive line penalties.
Yeah.
False starts and holding.
Yes, the offensive line. It's the offensive line that commit these penalties, and we got to fix that, and because it's just messing up our drives. That's why that's why we only scored like 3 points in the first half. Because of that kind of dumb stuff. But like I said, I think Dak overall he came back and he did what he needed to do and he got the win. So I take that as a positive. I think he'll build on this win. He'll get better going forward, get more comfortable in this offense. Because I think he just needs to adjust. And another thing, these receivers, I just think they just need to get better. I mean,
what do you mean they need to get better? What do you mean
they need to
specifically?
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
They can't get open. They're dropping passes.
Well, Michael Gallup did nothing. He did nothing this game. I think it was an incompletion. We had like one target that was complete.
I don't think he's going to do anything this year. It's the ACL. Usually it's 2 years. I don't know. Don't expect nothing from him. Don't expect nothing.
Yeah.
Like Cowboys fans, if you're getting mad at Michael Gallup, don't, because literally it takes a year and some change to get fully back in. Next year, then you can be angry at him next year.
Yeah. So I mean, we're not getting much out of him. And then I don't know if CeeDee Lamb can get open or what. But what we need to do is just scheme him open, because that's what we can do. Because if we can just scheme him open, I don't think we're doing a good job of that. His best playmaking ability is to avoid tacklers in open space. Like that's what he was known for at Oklahoma. But we need to scheme him to get open in the open field, where you can do that. I don't think we do that enough. I think it's more of a just catch and then get tackled type of routes he's getting. And it's just really kind of hurting us, and that's why our pass offense doesn't really look all that great. That's why I'm saying we just need more from the receivers. But Dalton Schultz got back in the game. He came back. Like I said, when Dak came back, that Dalton Schultz would show up again, because Dak loves throwing to his security blanket in Schultz. So he looked right. And so that was good to see. So I expect Schultz to continue to get more action like that. But other than that, man, we're 5-2. I mean, we're looking pretty good, especially in this crappy NFC. I mean, we're still we're still in the mix for the division. So I'm pretty positive on that. I'd say we're still gonna obviously.
I think 3 teams from the NFC East will make the playoffs.
Yeah,
I think 3 of us. It's going to be us 3. It's going to be us 3.
I mean, you can't even count out Washington. I mean, 3 and 4.
It could be us 4. It could be us 4. It's possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not.
It's possible because
it's possible.
We're all in the same division, and all of our schedules look similar, and our schedule is pretty crappy. All of our schedules are very easy teams going forward. That's why that's very possible to even have all 4 to make the playoffs.
Is it possible?
I mean, like you said, Washington just beat the Packers. So I mean, you never know.
We beat the Packers. So
yeah. I mean,
you guys faced the Packers? Yes.
We faced them in after the bye week.
Y'all can beat them. What if all 3 of us beat the Packers?
Yeah.
We're better than the Packers.
Yeah.
So we took they ain't making the wild card spot. So we get the tiebreaker on them.
That's what I'm saying. There's no really one that really stands out in the NFC as a whole. So I'm saying hell, maybe all 4 of them.
Could the top 3 teams in the NFC be in the NFC East? Isn't that? I mean, so it's crazy.
There's the Vikings. There's the Vikings. The Vikings are the only competition, really.
Yeah, but here's the thing with the Vikings. They're going to end up having to play on prime time. And what does Kirk Cousins do on prime time, Caleb?
Shits the bed.
He loses every single time. I'm just we're putting it out there. Are we saying this is gospel and fact? No. But is it a possibility? Yes, it's a possibility. Could it be the dash to win the NFC East? Whoever wins the NFC East gets the number 1 seed in the NFC? Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the 90s all over again. You know what I mean? In the early 2000s, all over again, where you looked at the NFC East.
In the early 2000s.
Well, yeah, not you guys. Sorry about that. We were. Us and the Eagles. Us and the Eagles would kill each other. But is it a possibility? Yeah, shout out to Brodney, by the way. You know, y'all just go act like Houston Roughneck legend PJ Walker didn't just beat the brakes off of Tom Brady and the Bucks. You know what, man?
No.
You goddamn right. Houston Roughneck legend PJ Walker, baby. Yeah. And finally, someone give my man some respect. You know, finally give him some respect. Shout out to you, PJ Walker. Love you, dog. But yeah, it's a possibility. Is it gonna happen? We'll see. You know what I mean? That possibility of us being 9-1 going into Thanksgiving, that's still alive and well. Because before I get into that, guys, make sure to like and subscribe this channel. Make sure to comment on, if you want to comment on the replay, like and subscribe. I really need to. Also to everyone, like I said earlier on, we are moving all our sports content onto a new channel. It helps boost the algorithm. It helps both channels grow. So here's the new channel right here. This is the new channel. We haven't gotten 100 subscribers yet, so our URL's kind of funky. Delia, we're gonna pin the comment in the comment section for the replay users, as well as pin the comment in the comment chat. Make sure to subscribe to that new channel because all the sports stuff will be on that channel. Good Friends, Better Rivals, Betting the NFL, Fantasy Football Roundup, the Rally, Playoff Beards, Starting 11. All the videos are going to be on that channel. The back catalog of Playoff Beards and Starting 11, all the videos of this will be on there. Everything will be on this new channel. So the sports can grow in its own lane and the entertainment can grow in its other lane. And we both channels can grow. So make sure to like, subscribe over there on the new thing, because this Thursday, the opening of the new channel, I interviewed Jeff Pearlman, 6-time New York Times bestseller. Jeff Pearlman, the writer of Showtime that became Winning Time on HBO Max, the book, when Boys Will Be Boys, the Dallas Cowboys book. Boys was he did the Barry Bonds book. His new book, The Last Folk Hero, is about Bo Jackson. Comes out tomorrow actually. So make sure so guys, remember, Thursday, 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central. And you know what? I'm going to throw in Mountain Time, 4 o'clock Mountain. We are releasing the Jeff Pearlman interview. Share it with your grandpappy, your grandma, your brother, your sister, your lover, your side piece. It doesn't matter. Just subscribe. That's all I ask with this new channel. Just subscribe. All right. But on that note, in the great words of King Julian,
all hail the New York Giants!
The luckiest goddamn team.
No.
The luckiest goddamn team in the NFL.
You know what? Hey, you zip it.
Luck.
You zip
it's
it.
all fucking luck.
It's not luck. We're out. It's all adjustments.
You can't keep getting this lucky.
You know what? Zip it. Just salty. He beat us. He's mad at us, but he beat us. Our one loss to him. I don't know why he's angry. Why are you angry? You gave us our one blemish. You should be happy. But the New York Giants win once again. Daniel Jones, Mr. Captain Comeback. 6 comeback wins. 6 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter. By the way, to Daniel Jones, as well as we were against the 3rd best rushing defense in the entire NFL. We rushed for 44 rushes and 236 yards. We had 200-yard rushers. By the way, you know who the 200-yard rushers are, Caleb? You know who they are?
Who?
You know who they are? I'm gonna tell you who they are.
You can tell me.
Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. Daniel Jones, baby, Mr. White Flight himself. That's a bad nickname. I need to give him a new name. White Lightning. Let's go White Lightning. Shout out to my main man. Just call him Lightning because Lightning is white. So Lightning, Daniel Lightning Jones and Saquon Barkley. As Saquon Barkley doesn't need a nickname because he's Saquon Barkley, baby. But all I'll say is this, man. Saquon Barkley, 24 rushes, 110 yards, 4.6 average. Daniel Jones, 11 carries, 107 and a touchdown. Daniel Jones also threw for 202 yards in a touchdown. 6 drop passes. First I'm gonna go positive, then I'll go negative. Positives. At times our offense looked very good. We scored on the opening drive. Darius Slayton looked good, but then Darius Slayton then looked not good at the end. We'll workshop these nicknames for Daniel Jones. We'll workshop these. Don't quote me on it. But yes, Saquon Barkley. What I liked about him, right, Caleb? In the first half, he had 1 rush for a -2 yards. Right, He didn't look good. It wasn't good. It looked like the Jacksonville Jaguars are stout. They were the third best rushing defense in the league. It looks like they've stopped Saquon Barkley, but in the second half, Saquon Barkley just turned it on. Running the football is a game of attrition, Caleb. You can agree with me, right? It's not giving up when there's 1 to 2 yard rushes, because you're going to end up getting the one rush that is 20 yards, 15 yards, 30 yards, because at the end of the day, these are human beings, and guess what human beings do, Caleb? They get tired and they get sick of hitting other human beings. So what they did, right? They just kept it close in the first half. They kept it close.
And that's what's going to happen to Saquon Barkley after you use him up so much.
Yeah, his nickname was Danny Dimes. But hey, man, he wasn't throwing passes. He was running all over the place. But here's the thing, man. I think you can take it though, because here's the thing. In the first half, they kind of didn't rush him a lot because he only had like 2 rushes. It's like 2 to 3 rushes. You know what I mean? Oh, shout out to Brodney with the donation. Brodney, congrats on the new channel. Everyone subscribe. Great show as always, guys. Brodney with a $10 donation. Thank you, Brodney. You are a wonderful man. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna be promoting the Jeff Perlman interview as the days come along, guys. Thursday, 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Mountain. Jeff Perlman, me and him talk everything under the sun about him. But back to the New York Giants. We don't really use them a lot in the first half. We've kind of used them as a battering ram in the second half when we know that people are tired, and we kind of like go after them in the second half, because the rushing attack didn't look good in the first half. We passed a lot more in the first half, kind of trying to get them a little tired, kind of like getting them to rush up, like use some energy. And then in the second half,
we were losing.
Yeah, what were we talking about? We were up 13-11 by halftime. What are you talking about? We were down 8-7, then we were down 11-7, and then we kicked 2 field goals, got up 13-11. Jay, you're not in China. What are you talking about? You're on the East Coast. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Talking about China, man. You in North Carolina, ain't you? Or South Carolina? One of the Carolinas. One of the Carolinas, whatever, Jay. My train of thought, Jay. My train of thought. I'm trying to speak about this because that's what we're doing, right? We're down. We're not lucky. Like, it's not luck. We're just out coaching them.
You lost. You almost lost. It was 1 yard. If he gets 1 more yard, you guys lose.
It's great defense. We kept everything in front of us. No, we kept everything in front of us. So we kept everything in front of us, and then Fabian Moreau tackled him at the 1 yard line. Everything was in front of us. He's in San Antonio.
Yeah,
so I didn't say Central. I said Central. Jay, what are you talking about? Central's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock Central. You jackass. All right. So they tackled him at we kept everything in front. Fabian Moreau tackled him. I don't know what time in China. What time in China? Someone find out what time in China on Thursday at 3 o'clock Pacific. Someone, I dare you to find out for me. But here's what I'm saying. They kept everything in front. So Fabian Moreau kept him in front. He tackled him in front. And then guess what happened? As Fabian Moreau tackled him, he actually broke Fabian's tackle. He was about to score, but then 2 Giants players jumped him and gang tackled him and put him onto the ground. That's keeping everything in front and waiting for the swarm, right? You attack the ball, so you initial tackle, and then your teammates are supposed to swarm the ball with you to basically stop the man from doing anything. Because you can if you're strong enough, you can break out a tackle one-on-one. And guess what? Fabian Moreau, about 5'11", 6 foot. Zay Jones, 6'3", 200 pounds. He couldn't break he did break the tackle. He broke Fabian's tackle. But guess what? Xavier McKinney and Julian Love jumped him before he could reach into the end zone because they kept everything in front. Did they over blitz in this game? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now let's talk about the negatives. The positives is Daniel Jones played very well. Give him some respect. It's mostly Brian Daboll's scheme and, Saquon Barkley, but he's playing well because he could lose us these games, but he's not. He's actually sometimes winning us these games. On 3rd downs, he finds a crease. He gets 5 yards. 3rd and 6, he gets 9. 3rd and 5, he gets 8. He's finding creases and using his feet, and he's playing very well. He's not just, he's not running away because he's skittish. It's 6 a.m. Friday in China. Shout out to the Chinese. Shout out to the Chinese homies. 6 a.m. in China. That's when the Jeff Perlman interview releases for y'all. So he's not skittish, right? He's running, he's finding a crease, getting a first down, finding a crease, get it there, right there, finding a crease, moving the pocket around. Because here's the thing too, Caleb, we lost 2 of our starting offensive linemen in this game. Our right tackle went down with a knee injury, and our left guard went down with a knee injury. So he was playing with Tyree Phillips and Josh Azudu. So we had 2 backups out of the offensive line, and he wasn't skittish. He stayed in the pocket, but he found a crease. He ran and got the first down. That's being smart. But here's the thing too: he slid most of the time. He got hit a couple times, once or twice. Yeah, that happens. But he's a big boy, man. He's 6'5". He can take a little punishment. You know what I mean? I don't like it, but he can take it. But there's times where he slid. He didn't get hit. He slid very goodly. It was phenomenal using his feet. You know, because what's wrong with him using his feet? He played a great game using his feet. You know, we give everyone this shots of like using his feet, but when Daniel Jones uses his feet, it's like, what is Daniel Jones using his feet? That's a great tool. When Kyler Murray's running around like a goddamn gremlin with his hair on fire, then he gets a 2-point conversion. Everyone's like, look how amazing Kyler Murray did. But when Daniel Jones is just like finding a crease and running straight for 12 yards, it's like, yo, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? But like, it was a great decision. And then Saquon Barkley basically just buying his time throughout the game. Then in the second half, he struck and he made the Jags defense tired and they didn't want to hit him anymore. And that's why he got his 100 yards. Most of that 100 yards is in the second half. Because in the first half, he had like negative 2 yards. So most of the 100 yards is in the second half, by the way. Also, too, positive on the defensive end. Kayvon Thibodeau. Mr. He doesn't have the heart. Mr. He doesn't love the game. Mr. Where's his hustle? That man chased down Travis Etienne like Travis Etienne stole something. He showed hustle. His pass rush rate, I believe, is in the top 10 in the entire NFL. He's number 5, I believe. Number 5 is number 5. And what's funny, too, he missed the first 2 weeks of the season. Everyone else on that list has played all 7 weeks.
Pass rushes, so his percentage is going to look better.
Well, that's not the point.
I mean, that is why he's there, though. More value means less of a percentage.
Shut the hell up, all right? Shut the hell up, okay? Shut up, all right? My point is this. He loves the game of football. My bad, wrong one, sorry. He was this.
Hey, baby, let's go out there like a bunch of crazy dogs and have some fun.
Exactly. He was a crazed dog and he was having some fun. He was running around, getting everything. On the final play, man, he got into Trevor Lawrence's space. Trevor Lawrence overthrew a pass because he was trying to get it out quick. The sacks aren't there for this team, right? But the pressures are there. They're always there. They're always there, and they just miss it. They just miss it by a split second. And that's the one knock on this team is that they only have like 3 sacks. They only have like three or 4 sacks. They had like 1 sack in week 1, and they haven't been producing a lot of sacks. Pressures, yes. Sacks, no. And that's the one thing, as well as, but the positive is Kayvon Thibodeau's here to stay. He loves the game, and whoever put that narrative out there that he didn't hustle and he doesn't love the game and he has no heart, you should be ashamed of yourself, because you just lied. You lied, and you call yourself a credible journalist. All of you who's saying this should never be listened to. Like, you're lying. You know, because he understands he's a businessman, not a businessman. He a businessman because he understands the business, and you're mad that he understands the business. But you can understand the business and also still love the game of football, and that's what he does. He understands the business. He knows what y'all are doing, but he loves the game, and he's showing y'all what's up. All right, now the bad news. Our rush defense is horrible. It's pretty bad. We're 28th in the league. Travis Etienne had over 100 and let me see. Let me just double check. The man had over 114 yards. He had 8 yards of carry. Travis Etienne had 8 yards of carry. And you know what sucks too? Leonard Williams is playing, and he's supposed to help our rush defense. We're not very good at rushing our rush defense, right? We over blitz. I think that's probably one of the problems is our over blitzing. But it's Wink Martindale. What am I going to do about it? Complaining about that man. The man blitzes like it's the last thing to do on earth. It's Jay. By the way, Mr. J says, I'm confused by your excitement, Ferris. Giants fan wearing a Seattle hoodie. It's the Seattle Storm, by the way. the Seattle Storm. The only team in Seattle that has won multiple championships. Has brought
His fandom
prestige
is
to that.
weird. He shouldn't even be a Giants fan. So his fandom is all over the place.
No, I like the Storm because of one person. I like the Storm because of Breonna Stewart. I was actually a Minnesota Lynx fan before this because of Maya Moore, but then Maya Moore decided to retire and become a saint. She went out and fought the criminal justice system. She went and she fought the criminal justice system. She got a man who was wrongfully accused out of jail. She ended up finding love in the process. By the way, she got married to Jonathan Irons. I believe his name is Jonathan Irons. She then says, they ended up having a baby. So Maya Moore is retired, has a baby, found some love, and I love Maya Moore. But I didn't end up becoming a Seattle Storm fan because Breonna Stewart. But when Breonna leaves, I'm leaving too. So I'll be so there's that. So yeah, the bad news is two of our starting offensive linemen are down, knee injuries. Evan Neal, we got an update. It's a strained MCL, so he's going to be out for 4 weeks. I haven't gotten an update on Daniel, on Ben Bredesen. I haven't gotten an update on that, but I did get an update on our starting tight end, Daniel Bellinger. He got poked in the eye. In the game. Caleb, me, you are MMA fans, and we know how eye pokes really screw you up.
Yeah, did he break his eye socket?
He broke his eye socket, and his eye was bleeding, and it was in his jersey, so he's out for the season. He's having eye surgery in the next coming weeks.
That's some Any Given Sunday stuff right there.
Yeah, that's some Any Given Sunday stuff. It was like I think you may know this dude. I think probably Brodney and Jay and my fellow historians. You remember Orlando Brown, the original Orlando Brown, Zeus Brown? You remember him? He was like a guard. He was like an offensive lineman for the Browns, I believe. One Sunday, a ref throws a flag, and it hits Orlando Brown Sr. in the eye, and it takes out his eye. And he retires right there because the ref threw the flag and it took out his eye. Imagine getting poked in the eye and having your eye socket break and it's bleeding and you're gonna have surgery. So Daniel Bellinger is, I believe he's out for the season. That's a wow. So we lose him. He's actually been playing very well. That was one of the bright spots of this draft. Most of our draft this year got injured. Darren Beavers, DJ Davis, Marcus McKeithen. Most of them got hurt, but he didn't get hurt.
Robinson's hurt again.
Yeah, I think he probably got hit in the groin again. So the way he walked, it was like he got knocked in the scrotum. So there's that. Yeah, Brodney, I just watched Any Given Sunday, the best shitty football movie there is. You know what? I disagree. I think it's a good. I think it's a good football movie. I disagree too. I think it's a good football movie. My favorite scene in Any Given Sunday is when Al Pacino's like, "I got something to tell you. Did you not like the jambalaya I made you last night? Hell no, man. That was the worst shit I ever tasted. Yep, I figured." I'm like, this is the funny shit. Like, the motherfucker asking about jambalaya. Get out of here.
The best scene is snorting coke off the titty. That's the best scene.
No, the best scene is Mr.
Hey, baby, let's go out there like a bunch of crazy dogs and have some fun.
Lawrence
I'm
Taylor.
worth $1 million.
Yo, Javi, I'm worth $1 million. Or, if you watched a certain cut of the movie, he chainsaws an SUV. Oh, shout out to Coach Evans. Donate $10. Supporting the brotherhood. Shout out to you, Coach. Shout out to you, Coach. Great show today. By the way, Coach Evans every Monday does a Ravens roundtable with lunch break hot take, which is half of Brodney, him and Jose. Ravens online on Gatekeepers, which is Tony. Open mic with Mike. OTR Mike is also on there. So it's them four with Coach Evans every Monday. So there's that. So make sure to go over there and like him up. So yes. So Wanda Robinson actually played. He played very well, actually. I love Wanda Robinson. He gets open, man. He's shifty, but he's a shifty brother. He gets open. He's open. One play, he was draped. And the DB tips it. And Wandell's dropping. You want to talk about concentration, Caleb? Wanda Robinson ends up catching the ball while he's on the ground as it was coming down. It was tremendous to see. The yeah, man, they were gashing us in the run, bro. They were gashing us in the run. And it was we need to make sure we have our run fits and our run lanes. When you're blitzing, if you mess up on a run lane, you're dead. So when we blitz, we got to make sure to get our blitz lanes and our run lanes suited up. We're the 28th ranked rush defense in the league. We're not very good. We need to improve that. That's what we need to improve. I love, the juice and the positivity coming from our team. It's wonderful, but there are things to be fixed. Our receivers are not healthy. We had 6 drops. Darius Slayton, the reason I didn't big him up a lot because, he also had some drop passes as well as the touchdown catch. Him, Marcus Johnson, we had 6 drop passes. We had, 6 of them. One of them, Marcus Johnson, dropped on a 4th and 2 in the red zone. So you need to catch that. So there's that. And pretty much, with the Giants, we're just looking forward. Halftime adjustments. The team's out. Daniel Jones playing wonderful. I know, because here's the thing about Daniel Jones that people are not giving him a lot of credit and give him no credit. I know what Daniel Jones is. I've been knowing what Daniel Jones is. I knew what Daniel Jones was when we drafted him. He was an above average game manager. His best case scenario is he doesn't lose you the game. And in certain aspects, he may win you the game.
Did you know?
But is he trustworthy?
Drafted him?
I knew what he was. They tried to draft an Eli Manning clone.
You watched him in college?
Actually, I did watch a couple of games in college. I'm a psychopath, Caleb. I watched the ACC at night and the Pac-12 at night in the Mountain West. I'm a man who's watched Hawaii football. Shout out to Timmy Chang. Timmy Chang, by the way, has a victory this year. Timmy Chang. Shout out to you, Timmy Chang. Shout out to you. But that's not the point I'm making. I watched a couple of games of UNLV when they went over 12, Caleb. Did you watch that season?
Well, yeah, it's my school, of course.
It's horrible. But Caleb, now let's transition over to previewing next week. All right, I'll start with you, the kid. Oh, amen. Yeah. Now Wandell is the future. He is the future. He's a receiver that they drafted. Hawaii, yeah, man. I love Hawaii football, man. I love Bradley. Hawaii football is the best. Man, R.I.P. Cole Brennan. God rest your soul, brother. God rest you. Yeah, no, Jay, man, he took Zeus Brown's eye out. Mr. J says, damn, how hard was he throwing the flag? Was there a QB tries at that game? Literally, Caleb, he threw the flag and it hit Zeus Brown right in the eye and it took it out. He took it out, bro. Took it out, man. You know what? Rainbow Warriors for life. I need to give me a Cole Brennan jersey. But not Caleb. Let's transition over. Cowboys schedule. Next week, got the Bears.
Yep, the Bears.
So the Bears blew out the Patriots this week, but you're not the Patriots. You have a better defense. You have some studs, and really the Bears are one-dimensional. They run the ball. So
yeah, and
previewing it for me. Stop the run.
That is the most concerning part. It's a run game. Obviously, we've been shown to have problems in the run game. Teams run on us, but teams can run on us. But you know what they don't do? They don't score when they get into the red zone. They get a lot of yardage going down the field, but when it gets time, I think it's really, that's what I'm saying. It's really just the scheme. When we want to shut down the run, we can. It's really just the scheme, just kind of getting exploited by our pass rushers getting upfield and kind of getting caught up and kind of over pursuing the kind of the running back, just kind of getting by us. I think it's more of the scheme than anything else, because when we do put the guys in the box and we're set up to stop the run, we do a good job at it and we do stop them, and that's why they don't score on us in the red zone, and that's why they have to settle for field goals a lot of the time. We do have some problems with the running quarterbacks. Obviously, Daniel Jones, that's where he was most successful at when we played the Giants. But when we played the Eagles, Jalen Hurts didn't really run on us. We did a good job at stopping him. He didn't really have a whole lot of yards when we played the Eagles. So I think if we can do the same thing against the Bears, I don't think Fields will be able to run on us. Obviously, Michael Parsons is fast enough to track him down. We saw how fast he was running in this past game. So I definitely think he's fast enough to track down Justin Fields. And then the Patriots, even though they were getting exposed in the run game tonight, they were getting after him. They were getting right through their crappy offensive line, and their offensive line is pretty goddamn bad. So our pass rushers are just gonna feast on them, and we're gonna get right through. And I think we're gonna sack them a lot. That's what I'm saying. The only thing we gotta worry about is him run the ball. If we can contain him, and I think our linebackers are very, very athletic and can do that, especially with our safeties that we have with Curse and Donovan Wilson. Very good at tackling. So I don't think it'd be too much of a problem there. As far as our offense, like I said, we just have to keep doing what we've been doing. Run the ball, keep splitting the carries with Tony and Zeke. I think they'll be fine. Running the ball here, we'll get. I really think the only guys we got to worry about is Roquan Smith and Brisker. I think there's the two top defenders on the Bears.
Big fan of Brisker.
We take care of them. Get them out of the game. Then we should have no problem on this Bears defense. I think we can run on them. Just keep the ball. And keep our drives going. But we got to get better at third downs. That is our major problem. We got to fix that. We can address that and convert on the third downs. I think we can keep our drives going, and we'll be able to take advantage of this defense. But like I said before the season, I was a little concerned about this game because of Matt Eberflus. Last time we played Matt Eberflus, he did a number on us. He knows because he was with us before, kind of familiar with the Cowboys. Maybe not this version of this Cowboys offense. But that's the only thing that concerns me with their defense there. But overall, like I said, I think Dak will be better than he was even just this past Sunday. I think we'll build off of it, and he'll just get even better. But like I said, the receivers need to step up. I think I don't really fear their secondary, so I think they'll have an easier time of getting open.
Who are their corners?
That's what I'm saying. I don't really know.
All I know is Jaquan Brisker. Like, that's the only DB I know. Who are
That's
these
what
people?
I'm saying.
Like, who's on their defense?
Well, they got two good safeties. They got Eddie
Brisker
Jackson
and Roquan Smith.
Brisker.
Who?
They're two safeties, but the corners, I don't really know.
Kareem
them.
Jackson's a Bear? Say Kareem Jackson?
I said Eddie Jackson.
Oh, Eddie Jackson. Oh, yeah, Eddie Jackson. Oh,
yeah, they're safeties. Oh, but those are safeties.
Okay. Yeah.
So
besides Eddie,
but besides their safeties, their corners, I don't think they're going to be too much of a problem.
Who's on their defensive line?
I don't know.
Is Akeem Hicks still there?
No, he's not.
Is he? Really?
That's what I'm saying. But that's my point. I think we can run on them. I think our guys, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, will have an easier time of getting open on them. And so I think Dak will have a good game against the Bears. And like I said, I think we'll win. I think our defense will shut them down, and we'll win 31-10.
All right. 31-10. Okay, we got a score too. Nice. 31-10 Dallas. All right. So the Giants schedule, we got the Seahawks next week. But all I'll say is this, man. This is gonna be a tough game. Okay, it's gonna be a tough game. Last week, the homie Jared was here. We know him, y'all know him as Bruce Benner. He's a Seahawks fan. He said that we're probably gonna lose one of those two games because one of them is gonna be a trap game. I think this was the game. This is the game because here's the thing. This is the game. We gotta watch out because we let Travis Etienne run roughshod on us. 114, 8 yards a carry. You know what I mean? On 14 carries, I believe. Kenneth Walker. Yo. Kenneth Walker in his first start. Hello? Hear me? You see me? You got me? Caleb.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Kenneth Walker, bro. Like, Kenneth Walker, dude, he was cooking. That man was fire. That dude had 168 yards, 7.3 yards to carry, 2 touchdowns on 23 yards rushing. 23 yard attempts. 23 attempts, 168, 7.3, 2 touchdowns. We can't allow that to happen. We can't, like, we need to stop the run. We stop the run. We stop them from having play action passing to DK and Tyler Lockett. Because if we have to make Geno Smith drop back, we're good. But if they can involve the pass game, the play action game, then it's crazy. Then we're crazy. It's gonna be wild. And personally, I'm a little scared about this game, man. Our defense got a little manhandled. You know what I mean? We have good tackling safeties and a good blitzing safety like Julian Love, Xavier McKinney. Xavier McKinney saved a touchdown, by the way, when he punched out the ball on Travis Etienne, which then Julian Love then recovered. But we don't produce a lot of turnovers. We're winning games by just playing defense. So we need to stop the run against the Seattle Seahawks. I think it's going to be another grinded out game. I don't think the Seahawks put as much points as they think they're going to put up because they've been dropping points on people, man. They've been putting points on people. I think we win this game if we stop the run. And I think we win this game 24.
I don't think you will.
21. In 24-21, we win this game. That's what I think. 24-21. See, and Mr. J has revealed to me, DK may not even play. But their undrafted rookie has the same size as DJ. Maybe damn it, Jay.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same talent.
Exactly. So 24-21 New York Giants. That's what I'm gonna go with. Close game.
Yeah, I mean, I probably want to lean. I want to lean towards the Giants just because you guys are lucky. You're gonna find some stupid ass way to win, like you've been doing, and you're just gonna find, like you said, Brian Daboll just gonna get his team to win. But like I said, my mind would just logically would go to the Seahawks just because of how they're playing, how well Kenneth Walker is playing, how well Geno Smith's been playing. But defense has been good. Your defense has been playing well, at least solid enough to get you these wins. So I would want to say the Seahawks are going to win, but the Giants just on a roll, and I'm not going to pick against a roll like that they've been on. So I'm going to take the Giants.
But you literally just said we're not going to win. Now you're picking the Giants?
No, I said you weren't going to stop Kenneth Walker. That's what I was saying. No, dude.
Oh, we won't stop Kenneth Walker, but we're going to win the game.
Yeah.
That's cool with me because we couldn't stop Travis Etienne and we still won the game.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Full cool. Hey, man, if Kenneth Walker can go for 180 yards and we win by 3, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Just win the game. Just win the game.
That's why I said you're going to find some lucky ass way to win, like you've been doing.
Geno Smith throws an interception.
Season. It's going to be ridiculous.
You're just salty, loser. Which is funny because you beat us. Why are you mad? Why are
because you're getting lucky? You shouldn't be winning. You guys shouldn't be winning.
Well, according
you guys
to
have no talent. You're a talentless team, and it's bull crap that you guys have a better
Caleb,
record.
You forget that football is Caleb. You forget that football is the greatest team sport. Team.
You don't have any talent on your team.
But as a collective unit coached by a great person, the team is winning. Shout out to the team. All right. But on that note, Caleb, we're going to head out. But guys, make sure to like, subscribe this video, comment on the replay, as well as, guys, if you weren't here for the earlier announcement and seeing it now, in the next coming weeks, all of our sports content will be transitioning over to a new channel. It's going to be called the Let's Get Ready Network, the highlights. The back catalog of playoff beards, starting 11, and the new video versions of the rally will all be on that channel. They were video Patreon exclusives, but now they'll be that channel. We're going to have all the videos for them on there. Betting the NFL, Fantasy Football Roundup, and Good Friends, Better Rivals will be all transitioning over to that new channel. We want to have the sports grow in its own lane and the entertainment aspect of our channel grow in its own lane. so we can both grow together. Sure, still stay subscribed to this channel because we're still having content on this channel, left and right. Because tomorrow, 8 o'clock, entertainment news break. Me and Dagan are doing an entertainment news break tomorrow. We'll talk Ant-Man, Henry Cavill, you name it, we'll be there. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down, as well as other reviews and stuff we do on this channel, like Andor and House of Dragon. It'll be on this channel still. So make sure to still subscribe to this channel as well as that new channel, because all the sports content will be on that channel. And we'll grow that channel together as well as growing this other channel, the OG channel together. It gives them a good lane to grow. You can support two things at once, even if, so there's that. So make sure, as well as this Thursday, 3 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern, and 6 a.m. on a Friday in China. The Jeff Pearlman interview is the first video on this new channel. If you want to watch it, make sure to subscribe over there to watch it. Thursday, 3 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern, 6 a.m. on a Friday in China. Subscribe to watch that video. Me and Jeff Pearlman talk about all the things. His book, his new book, The Last Folk Hero, his 6 other best-selling books, his book that was transitioned over into a TV show called Winning Time. It's called Showtime. The book's called Showtime. I have it as his transition from articles to books. We talk about everything. But on the note, guys, thank you guys so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for being on this grind with us. I paused for dramatic purposes.
The NFL on Wednesdays. On Thursdays.
I mean Thursday. Thursday.
I record it on Wednesdays.
Oh. What time are we going to release it on Thursday? Because we got to release the other thing on Thursday.
What other thing?
Jeff Pearlman thing's on Thursday.
Yeah, but it's on the new channel.
Oh yeah, the new channel. Yes. Yeah, currently, yes. In like by mid-November.
It's still gonna be on this channel.
Yeah. Betting NFL tomorrow on this channel. Jeff Pearlman interview on the new channel. Boom, there it is. Guys, by mid-November, everything will be on that new channel. All the sports will be on that new channel so we can grow. The reason is by mid-November, the reason we say that is that currently our editor is indisposed. Shout out to my main man, Danny. Love you, Danny. Love you. He'll be back. He'll fix it up for us. So we got to wait for him. It helps boost the algorithm for both of us. So on that note, everyone, stay safe, stay cool, and stay calm. And you have a wonderful evening. And make sure to subscribe to that new channel. Love y'all.